Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. In today's class, we will start chapter number 15 of our book, which is quadrilaterals. Meaning of quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is a polygon with four sides. Okay, a quadrilateral is a polygon with four sides. Okay, so how many sides do a quadrilateral has? A quadrilateral has four sides. Okay, how else we can define a quadrilateral? Okay, let's look at this definition. Okay, if A, B, C, D are 4 points in a plane, okay, if A, B, C, D are 4 points in a plane such that no three of them are collinear, no three of them are collinear. Now, what do we mean by collinear points? Okay, if 3 points lies on the same line, then they are known as collinear points. Okay, for example, if I will draw 3 points like this, okay, A, B, C, okay, and if I will join them like this, okay, so you can see that all these 3 points A, B and C, okay, A, B and C, they are lying on a straight line ABC, they are lying on a straight line ABC. So such points are known as collinear points. Okay, those points which lies on the same line are collinear. But in quadrilaterals definition, what we have? No three of them are collinear. Okay, so out of these 4 points, no 3 points should be collinear. यानी कि इन 4 में से कोई भी ऐसे 3 points नहीं होने चाहिए जो कि collinear हो. Okay, और remember 2 points are always collinear. 2 points are always collinear. Why? Because if you will place 2 points anywhere on the piece of paper, say for example like this, you can always join 2 points with a straight line. Okay, like this, point first, point second. So 2 points are always collinear in nature, right? So that's why we have written that no 3 of them are collinear, and the line segment AB, BC, CD and DA do not intersect except at their end points. Then, okay, if this condition is fulfilled, then the closed figure ABCD formed by these 4 lines is called a quadrilateral. Now let's apply this definition to draw a quadrilateral. Okay, so you can see on this diagram that ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Okay, now let's draw with our own. Okay, हम एक बार खुद quadrilateral बना के देखते हैं according to this definition that we have seen. Okay, so let's take 4 points. Okay, here 4 points. Let's take point 1, 2, point 3, point 4. Okay, now according to the definition, no 3 of them are collinear. So we can see that, okay, let's name these points A, B, C and D. Now you can see these points A, B, C, D, that none of these 3 are collinear. Point AB, they are collinear. Point AD, they are collinear. Point CD are collinear. Point CB are collinear. Point AC are collinear and BD are collinear. But these are pair of 2 points. But you can see that none of these 3, A, B, C are not collinear, B, C, D are not collinear, C, D, A, they are not collinear. Similarly, D, A, B, they are not collinear. So according to the definition, we have taken 4 points which in which no 3 are collinear. Okay, now let's join these points. Okay, and the line segment AB. So let's join AB now. Line segment AB, BC, let's join BC now. Okay, CD, so let's join CD, and DA, let's join DA. Okay, so you can see that out of these 4 lines, no 2 lines intersect each other except these end points or these corner points. Okay, line CD and AD, they are intersecting at D. Line DA and AB, they are intersecting at A. Line AB and CB, they are intersecting at B. Okay, but except these corner points, these lines are not intersecting with each other anywhere else. Hence, this closed figure now, ABCD is a closed figure, and this is known as quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. Okay, so this is what the definition of quadrilateral. I hope it is clear to you. Okay. Now, let's have some observation in the this quadrilateral. In quadrilateral ABCD, I will draw it again here. Okay, let's draw it again. So say this is the quadrilateral A, B, C and D. Okay. Let's join these points also, and what these points are known as, that we will see now. Okay. Now, in quadrilateral ABCD, the 4 points A, B, C, D are called its vertices. Okay. We have seen in chapter polynomials that the corner points of a polynomial are known as its vertices. Okay. So, point A is a vertex, point B is a vertex, point C is a vertex, and point D is a vertex of this quadrilateral ABCD. So, A, B, C and D. Okay. We will write like this: A, comma, B, comma, C and comma D. A, B, C, D are vertices of the quadrilateral ABCD. Vertices means the corner points of the quadrilateral. Okay. The 4 line segments AB, BC, CD and DA are called its sides. Okay. So, line segment AB, okay, AB, then BC, then then CD and lastly DA. These are 4 line segments and they are known as sides of the quadrilateral. Okay. Angle DAB, DAB, that means this angle. Okay. Angle ABC, ABC, that means this angle. Angle BCD, that means angle this, and CDA, that means angle this, are called its angles. Okay, so these are the angles of quadrilateral and they are usually denoted by angle A. Angle A means angle DAB, then angle B. Angle B means angle ABC, then angle C. Angle C means angle BCD, that means this angle. Okay. And lastly, angle D means angle CDA. Okay. So these are the 4 angles of a quadrilateral. So how many angles a quadrilateral has? It has 4 angles. Okay. So 4 vertices, 4 sides and 4 angles. A quadrilateral has 4 vertices, 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay. Now the line segment AC and BD. Okay, look, AC, BD are called its diagonals. Okay, so the line segments AC, that means when we are joining the opposite vertices, okay, then the line segment that we got, they are known as diagonals. So how many diagonals a quadrilateral has? 2 diagonals. A quadrilateral has 2 diagonals. So that means a quadrilateral has 4 vertices, 4 sides, 4 angles and 2 diagonals. Okay, this you need to understand. Okay, that a quadrilateral has 4 vertices, 4 sides, 4 angles and 2 diagonals. Okay, let's understand some common terms about quadrilateral. First is adjacent sides of a quadrilateral. Adjacent sides of a quadrilateral. So what do we mean by adjacent sides? Look at this figure. These 2 sides of a quadrilateral which have a common end point, are called its adjacent sides. Those sides which have a common end point, for example DA is ending at A, BA is ending at A also. Okay. Similarly, if you look at AB is ending at B, CB is also ending at B. Okay, so like this, if the two sides of a quadrilateral has a common end point, then these sides are known as adjacent sides of a quadrilateral. Okay, so you can see in the figure that sides AB and BC, they are ending at B. So this is one pair of adjacent sides. Then BC and CD, okay, they are ending at vertex C. So they are also adjacent sides. CD and DA, they are also ending at the common point D. So they are also a pair of adjacent sides. And lastly, DA and AB is ending at vertex A. So they are also a pair of adjacent sides. So how many pair of adjacent sides do we have? 4 pair of adjacent sides. Okay, so a quadrilateral has how many pair of adjacent sides? 4 pairs of adjacent sides we have in a quadrilateral. Opposite sides of a quadrilateral. Okay, two sides of a quadrilateral are called its opposite sides if they do not have a common end point. Okay, such sides which do not have a common end point are called opposite sides. Okay, so look at sides AB and CD. They do not have a common end point. So these sides AB and DC, they are opposite sides. Similarly AD and BC, they also have no common end point. So this is also a pair of opposite sides. So how many pair of opposite sides do we have in a quadrilateral? There are 2 pairs of opposite sides in a quadrilateral. Okay. Now adjacent angles of a quadrilateral. Okay, let's draw a quadrilateral again here. Okay, so A, B, C and D. Now what do we mean by adjacent angles? Two angles of a quadrilateral having a common arm are called its adjacent angles. Now what do we mean by arms? Okay, if this is an angle like A, B, C. Okay, so what do we mean by arms? Arms are the sides in which the angle is formed, between which the angle is formed. So if we talk about this angle, angle 1, so it is formed between AB and AC. So AB and AC are known as the arms of this angle. Okay, so in same way, look, angle A and angle B. Okay, angle A has arm DA and AB, while angle B has arm CB and AB. So AB is the common arm in these two angles. So these two angles A and B are adjacent angles of a quadrilateral. Similarly, we have B and C. Angle B and angle C, they are adjacent angles. Similarly, angle C and angle D, they are also adjacent angles. And angle D and angle A, they are also adjacent angles of a quadrilateral. So how many pairs of adjacent angles do we have in a quadrilateral? We have 4 pairs of adjacent angles in a quadrilateral. Okay. Then opposite angles of a quadrilateral. Two angles of a quadrilateral which are not adjacent angles are known as opposite angles. ऐसे दो एंगल जो कि adjacent angles नहीं है, such angles which are not adjacent. Okay, that means they should not have any common arm. Okay, so now again observe this quadrilateral. Angle A is formed between DA and AB, while angle C is formed between CD and BC. So angle A and angle C have no common arm. So A and C is one pair of opposite angles. Similarly, angle B is formed between AB and CB. Okay, while angle D is formed between AD and CD. So angle B and angle D also have no common arm. So B and D is also a pair of adjacent angles. So how many pair of opposite angles? How many pair of opposite angles do we have in a quadrilateral? We have two pairs of opposite angles in a quadrilateral, right? So I hope these terms are very clear to all of you about the quadrilateral. Now we have very important property about quadrilateral, which is angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Angle sum property of a quadrilateral. So again we have seen that how many angles do a quadrilateral has? It has four angles: A, B, C, D. Okay, angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. Now what is this property? This property says that the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. That means angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equals to how much measurement? How much degree? 360 degree. So this is what the angle sum property of a quadrilateral, that the sum of its four angles is equals to 360 degree. Now but we need to prove it. Okay, we have to prove this property. Okay, so how we can prove it? So we have drawn a quadrilateral ABCD. We have drawn the quadrilateral ABCD and we have joined AC. Okay, that is one of the diagonal we have drawn in the quadrilateral. Okay, and we have marked this angle DAC. Okay, is angle 1. I have marked angle DAC as angle 1. Then angle BAC as angle 2. Then angle ACD is angle 3 and angle ACB is angle 4. Okay, so this marking we have done about these four angles. Okay, now how we can prove this? Okay, so in quadrilateral ABCD, join AC, that we have seen. Now you have already done the property of a triangle, which is angle sum property of a triangle. Okay, so if we have a triangle, say we have a triangle ACD, for example. Okay, then what is the angle sum property of a triangle? That the sum of three angles of a triangle is equals to how much? 180 degree. So in triangle ACD, I can write down that angle A plus angle C plus angle D is equals to 180 degree. Okay, so in the same way, if we look at this quadrilateral, we have two triangles in this, triangle ACD and triangle ABC. Okay, right? So in triangle ACD, we have angle 1, angle 3 and angle D. So what I can write down? That angle 1 plus angle 3 plus angle D is equals to 180 degree. Similarly, in triangle ABC, we have angle 2, angle 4 and angle B. So I can write down that angle 2 plus angle 4 plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. Okay, by angle sum property of a triangle. So same I have written here. In triangle ABC, angle 2 plus 4 plus B equals to 180. This I have marked as equation 1. And in triangle ACD, angle 1 plus 3 plus D equals to 180 degree. This I have marked as equation 2. Now if we will add equation 1 and 2, okay, अगर हम इन दोनों equations को add कर दें, so what we will get? We will add left hand side with left hand side and right hand side with right hand side. So on left hand side we have these angles. Okay, so what we will write down? Angle 2 plus angle 4 plus angle B. From equation 1 we have taken this. Then angle 1 plus angle 3 plus angle D from equation 2 is equals to 180 degree plus 180 degree. Okay. So let's rearrange this. हम इसको ऐसा लिख देते हैं. Angle 1 and angle 2 we have written together. Angle 1 and angle 2 we have written together. Similarly, angle 3 and angle 4 we have written together. Okay, इनको हमने एक साथ लिख दिया. Okay, Now let's observe this quadrilateral. If we look at angle 1 and 2, अगर हम angle 1 और 2 को add कर दें तो we will get the entire angle A. Similarly, if we will add angle 3 and 4, we will get entire angle C. Okay. So in place of angle 1 and 2, we can write down angle A, and in place of 3 and 4, we can write down angle C. So what we get through this? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equals to 360 degree, and that's what we have to prove, that the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree, hence proved. So in this way we can prove the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Okay, now let's discuss some of the examples based on the discussion till now. Okay, so example is, the four angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 2:3:5:8. Okay, this is the ratio between the angles of a quadrilateral. Find the angles. Okay, so in such type of questions, what you need to do? Okay, so first of all, what we will do, let the measure of the angles of a quadrilateral be 2x degree, 3x degree, 5x degree and 8x degree. So because we have been given the ratio between the angles, okay, so we have assumed these angles as 2x degree, 3x degree, 5x degree and 8x degree. Now according to the angle sum property of a quadrilateral, what we can write down? Okay, that 2x degree plus 3x degree plus 5x degree plus 8x degree is how much? 360 degree. Okay, so you will write down a statement by angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Now let's add these. Okay, 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 8 is 18. So what I can write down, that 18x degree is equals to 360 degree. So what is the value of x here? X will be 360 upon 18. That means the value of x here is 20 degree. 20 degree. So what is the measure of each angle? So we will write down. So the angles are, okay, 2 multiplied by 20, that means 40 degree. Then 3 multiplied by 20, that means 60 degree. Then 5 multiplied by 20, that means 100 degree. And then 8 multiplied by 20, that means 160 degree. So these are the required angles of a quadrilateral. So in this way you can solve questions of this type. Okay, so let's have one more example. Three angles of a quadrilateral are equal. एक quadrilateral में तीन angles equal हैं, and the measure of the fourth angle is 120 degree, and the fourth angle is of measure 120 degree. Find the measures of each of the equal angles. तो जो तीनों equal angles हैं उनका measure हमें पता करना है. तो हम क्या लिखेंगे? Let the measure of each equal angle equals to x degree. So we have assumed that the each equal angle is of x degree. So then according to the angle sum property of a quadrilateral, now you will write down an equation, statement. According to the angle sum property of a quadrilateral, x degree plus x degree plus x degree plus 120 degree equals to 360 degree. So x plus x is how much? 3x degree is equals to 360 degree minus 120 degree. So 3x degree is equals to 240 degree. Okay, so the value of x will be 240 upon 3. That means the value of x is 80 degree. So what is the measurement of each of the equal angle? It is 80 degree. Okay, so it's a very easy question based on the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. One more example. The three angles of a quadrilateral are 76 degree, 54 degree and 108 degree. These are the measures of three angles of a quadrilateral. Find the measure of the fourth angle. Find the measure of the fourth angle. So again, according to the angle sum property of a quadrilateral, the sum of four angles is 360 degree. So हम क्या मानेंगे? Let the measure of fourth angle. Let the measure of fourth angle equals to x degree. So again you will write down a statement. According to the angle sum property of a quadrilateral, what we can write down? 76 degree plus 54 degree plus 108 degree plus x degree is equals to 360 degree. Okay, 360 degree. So how we can find out the value of x now? We can add all these three angles. If we will add all these three angles, we will get the sum as 238 degree plus x degree equals to 360 degree. Okay. So now what will be the value of x? The value of x will be now 360 degree minus 238 degree minus 238 degree. So what will be the value of x from here? It will be 122 degree. Okay. So in this way we can solve questions based on the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. So I hope students the topic is very clear to you. Okay, with this we have finished this chapter. You can now attempt the exercise 15 of this chapter. There is only one exercise in this chapter. Okay, so you attempt the questions and I am very much sure that you will be able to solve all the questions. Okay, goodbye, take care.